All right, check it out. Ross custard machine. Stolting bought Ross. And what we're having is, you can hear the difference. So they're saying this beater motor quite often is, this side is inoperable completely because the beater motor trips its overload. So I'm gonna put on the middle, right? So we've got 3 electrical sections, 3 thermostats, well 4 including the hopper. But so let's put it on the middle beater, fired up, look at the amp draw here. So we get an inrush, 13, 16, and then 5. Okay. All right, so let's come over here to our left side and our side in question, which also, listen just to how different it sounds. All right, here we go, fired up. Inrush of 17, and then we're pulling 6. So we're not pulling a whole lot more. Listen to it. We're definitely gonna grease everything up, see if we can't help. I'm also gonna just check my connections and make sure. We may have issues where I may replace that contactor today, just to be sure we're not having issues with that. So I took the overload off of it because that separates me from the windings of the motor. And I ohmed across everything just to see if I had any resistance anywhere special, and I don't. So I'm making good contact in, good voltage out. I'm gonna go ahead and fire it up again and just check my outbound voltage out of the overload. Right, how this works is this motor is rated for 10 amps. Okay, so you set this overload at where you want it to drop out, and what happens is, right, so if that's 10 amps, then as soon as it crests 10 amps, then the overload's gonna trip, bop, and stop it from running and stop it from melting down. 3-phase motor will just run itself to death. It'll drop a leg of power, it'll start single phasing, and you'll have all sorts of fun problems that can lead to fiery endings. Okay, I know it's loud, but maybe this will work. So as I turn that down to about 7 amps, it should disengage, but it does not. Right? Look at the size of these motors, man. I think I got them staggered in there. So, last thing I want to do, just to prove, is I'm gonna go ahead and take the, I'm gonna loosen that motor so we can pick it up. I'm gonna take the belts off, and we're gonna spin the motor without the pulley, just to make sure we don't have our issues not just in our bearings, but it sounds like it's in the motor. It stays with the motor, so when just the motor runs, as opposed to silence. So unfortunately for them, they need a giant beater motor. It's a great system. They have AXVs and sight glasses for every barrel right here. These are just temperature probes that are strapped to the suction line, and that's how it manages. So I, I wondered when they said it was tripping, you could have a thermostat problem where it's not set properly, or you got a charge issue, whatnot, where the product is over freezing, in which case your beater is going to overload because it just keeps freezing and makes it too thick. But in this case, nah. Boo.